Do you remember your last day on set when they wrapped all of you?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could just tell us what that was like, because I have to imagine it was pretty emotional.
Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah.
tears for sure. Crying a
wreck.
lot.
Yeah,
A lot
we
of
were
crying.
all erect, dude,
Yeah.
for like several days.
Yeah.
It was like 2 last days. Is what
Yeah,
it
2
felt
last
like.
days.
Yeah,
for
it was like
sure.
a double last day.
And
Yeah.
it was just
And it just was, I
emotional.
remember like doing this one stunt was my last shot. What, right?
It was,
The
yeah.
one, and like I was basically like reaching out like this. I think everyone can figure out what stunt we're talking about. And I remember like John being like, right, we got it. And I was looking at George, our coordinator, and was like, no, don't tell him I need to do it again. Because I, you know, when we're doing stunts, normally I'm the person like, okay, guys, you've got it. Let's move on to the next one. Now I was like, please don't take me out the wires. I want to keep doing this, keep doing this,
Yeah.
keep doing this. And George was like, I can only get him to do it so many times. And then eventually John was like, right, brilliant, everyone, that's a wrap. And Dave Vengus took the mic and made an announcement.
Right.
And I was a mess.
Yeah.
it was a
It
Yeah.
was very, very emotional.
It was really, really, so much emotion.
We even got John, our director, to cry, which I've
Yeah.
never really
I've never
seen
seen
him
him
cry.
cry ever.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
We were just all
We're
crying.
just incredible actors.
Yeah, we make him emote because we emote so
really
well.
moving
Yeah.
Yeah,
performances.
so good.
Did you all show up for each other's last days?
Well, it was
we were
all
all
together.
We were all
together,
shot.
yeah.
They did it. They designed it so that our last day was together.
So in a way, that's kind of torturous.
Yeah.
It's mean.
But yeah, it was an amazing day.
Yeah.
Probably one of the highlights of my career. You know, I think it's, albeit a great memory, I think it's also a fantastic scene. I mean, in the movie, it plays out really well. It's such a monumental moment in our franchise.
Right.
And it was Jacob that got me though. Like as soon as Jacob started crying, I was like, bro, you can't cry, mate. He said, I'm gonna cry.
Then we start breaking character.
Yeah, and then we just, and they're still rolling.
I love you, man. Like,
we better still be friends.
I want to see the like director's cut of that scene that's like 12 minutes long.
I know, just us crying our eyes out.